Just going to pin my hair back so we can see what we're doing. I'm just going to wait for people to jump on. See if anybody's fancies watching. Let's get my bits and pieces ready while we're waiting. So, I've got one on. Nope. Let's see. Let's see if anybody else jumps on. Just the one at the moment. Okay. Say hi if you're here. I can't see who's on. Hi Sophie. Right, now that we've got a few people, I just wanted to do a sort of get ready with me video using all the products that are in my flash sale at the moment, just to give you an idea of sort of what's going on and how the products work, sort of thing, and why you need them. So I just thought I'd just do a regular everyday makeup look. Hi Sophie. Everyday makeup look as I would normally do in the morning, just using Younique products. So first off, I'm going to use is the Touch Glorious Face Primer. Now, if you're like me and you've got oily skin, you'll know that your makeup tends to come off a lot during the day. And it'll sort of like melt onto your skin and it won't look very good. So I've got clean hands just before we start. And this actually evens out your skin tone and sort of closes your pores up. And makes applying makeup a lot easier. Makeup will sort of just glide over your skin rather than sinking into your pores, which is obviously a lot healthier for your skin. And this is just sort of like a silicone based primer. Now if you have super oily skin like me, I actually don't normally agree with these, but this actually finishes almost like a powder finish. It's really nice and it's absolutely essential for makeup. So next, I'm going to use the Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation, and I'm using the colour Organza. Now if I keep looking up in sort of that direction, that's where my mirror is, so I'm not being ignorant. So, first thing to do is give it a good old shake, and then squeeze to get your product out, and then you just want to drip a few drops onto your brush. I tend to use around 6 because, as you can see, I've got quite a few blemishes. Put that to one side, and then you just want to sort of dab all over your face just to even out the product so you don't clump it all into one space. Alright, and then you just want to proceed to buff it in. Now you only need the smallest amount of product with this and it finishes to an absolute powder finish. Now if you have quite dry skin you can just leave it as it is, but I always tend to seal my makeup with a bit of powder just to ensure it stays and I don't get a sort of a shiny finish towards the end of the day. Just buff all that in. I'm just going to take a couple more drops and just take that down my neck because I am looking a little bit pale at the moment. There we go. Now, as you can see, I do have some quite large spots today, which is not great. So, now that that's all buffed in, I'm going to just take the Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer, and this is also in the colour Organza, which matches my foundation. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit onto my hand, as you can see, and then just dab these over. Now, I tend to use the same colour concealer for blemishes, obviously, as you want it to blend in with your foundation. I think that's enough. And then I just tend to tap around with my finger just to blend it in. And then we can go back to the brush in a minute just to buff it out. Got a little one there. And the concealer is actually a perfect match to the foundation. Don't know if you can see. Oops, put a little bit more on this one under here. I've had this one for ages, it just will not go away. Right. Just seeing what I can see on camera and what I can see in the mirror. That's better. And I like to put a little bit on my eyelids as a sort of a primer. Now, I've already used the skin primer on my eyelids, but this sort of just brightens up your eyelids, ready for eyeshadow. Gives you sort of a nice base. And I said, I've scrubbed my hands before. It's always essential if you're going to use your hands to make sure you've got clean hands, because you don't want any dirt, oil or grease going into your pores. Right. Now I'm just going to take a bit of powder. This is not essential, but I need it for my skin. I'm not going to show you what product it is, because this actually isn't a Younique product. I've got the Younique powder on order, so I'm just waiting for delivery of that. Now I'm going to put powder on my eyes just to set that concealer. Right. And just a little bit down my neck. So that's our base done. Oh. Right. So next, what I would normally do is I would do my eyeshadow and then I would do my eyebrows last, just in case obviously you're blending out and you're rubbing. So I am using the Moodstruck Addiction Palette 1. I received this yesterday, and this is also in the sale. Well, any of the palettes are in the sale, should I say. And this is just a beautiful, if you can see these, beautiful range of sort of neutral browns, chocolates and shimmers. And it's absolutely beautiful for every day or going out. And it's actually quite versatile, this as well. So I'm just going to take my double-ended Younique brush. It's called the Angled Shadow Sponge Brush, and on one side it's just got this sort of angled brush for blending and crease. So first off, I'm just going to take this colour Elated, which is the lightest colour, and again this is just to sort of set all our eyes. I'm going to take that from lash line to brow, and again it just sort of gives you a nice base and make things a little bit easier to blend in and out. Alright, next I'm going to take this colour right here, and it's a sort of a pale brown, and it's called Chipper. I'm going to run this through my crease as a sort of a transition shade. And these colours are so pigmented, you have to be really sort of light-handed. They are so good. You can have them as pale as you want or as pigmented. They're absolutely amazing. And I've tried all sorts of brands from obviously this sort of cheap drugstore to, I think at the minute I've got Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, I've got Urban Decay palettes, I've got Too Faced, and to be honest, I would personally say these are better, especially for the price. So yeah, all I'm doing is just running this through my crease and just taking it up above my brow bone. And just obviously blending as I go. Hi Carla, nice to see you. I'm just going to do sort of quite a subtle smoky halo eye today, so this would be sort of like an everyday look I would wear. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to comment below and I will get back to every single one of you. See, I don't know how blended this looks on camera, but it seems okay in the mirror. Okay, so once that's blended out, I mean, you can never blend too much. If in doubt, blend. Right, I'm just going to take this next colour, which is the sort of the darkest brown in the palette, and it's called Forthright. And I'm just going to put that in sort of the outer third of my eye. And I will also put a little bit on the inner third as well. And all this is doing is just sort of defining the outer of your eye. I mean, you can drag it up, sort of up here, and make it into sort of a cat eye. You can just round it off to do sort of, obviously a rounded eye or a halo eye. I think we're going to go for a halo today. I think I just want a nice, soft, smoky. Hi Carla, I'm using the Moodstruck palette 1. It's my absolute favourite. I love this because it's so versatile. I actually use this for contouring and for my eyebrows. So it's absolutely brilliant for the price. I love when you can use palettes for multitasking. It means you don't have to take, especially if you're going away, you don't have to take hundreds of products with you. So yeah, just on this outer third, blend it in. You can see how that's sort of defining the outer of my eye. You just want to sort of blend above your eyelid. I have quite hooded eyes, so I can do loads of work on my eyelid and you can't really see it when I open my eyes, but so you want to take it just a little bit above and obviously blend out as much as possible. Right, I'm also going to take this dark colour and put it on the inner corner of my eye. And we're going to do a halo eye today. If you like this sort of video, comment below if you'd like to see some more. This is absolutely terrifying for me, but I'll definitely do some more if needed. Like if you don't understand a product or you want to see it being used in real life, if you want some explanations, then that's no problem. So yeah, so I've gone this sort of the outer third and the inner third of my eye. We're keeping sort of the middle part neutral, so we're going to put the lightest shade on there in a minute. Next, I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to take this last colour here, which is called Zealous, and it's sort of a coppery brown, shimmer colour, and I'm just going to use this just to transition into the lightest colour that we're going to use. So we're just going to put it on either side, on the inner edges of the dark parts here. I'm just going to blend that in. It doesn't matter if you go into the middle because we're going to go over that in a minute. Now it's got an I won't actually call this one a shimmer, I'd probably call this a satin. It's got an ever so slightly glitter to it, very subtle. And this just helps transition into the next colour. So the last colour that I'm going to use, I don't know which one to use. These are the two sort of, oh, can you see these gold shimmery colours? I think I'm going to use this lightest colour, and this is called Brassy, which is this third one in here. If you can see it, it's so gorgeous. So we can actually just put this straight on, and it does have a decent pigment, as you can see, and that's with just one little tap. But I'm actually just going to wet my brush, and it actually gives off a lot stronger pigmentation. So I've just got a little bit of water here. You can also use the rose water, which is obviously suitable for this, and that's also hydrating, which is obviously brilliant for your eyes, and it's safe to use around your eyes. So I'm just dipping into Brassy and just coating my brush. As you can see the difference, it's almost like foil gold. Just going to put that on the inner. Oh, load that up again. Just look at that. It's just like liquid gold. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, so what we're going to do next is just swap brushes or dry a brush off. And then we're just going to take some of that previous colour that we had and just sort of blend it in a little bit, because we don't obviously just want a block of gold in the middle of our eye. And you're just going to like sort of blend out your crease, make it as natural as possible. Can't believe you never knew how to do a halo colour. It's quite a simple look. Makes your eyes sort of look a little bit bigger, more rounded. I'd say it's good for people like me who's got hooded eyes. See, it looks blended. You need to start using this palette. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with this and number 5. Number 5 is my sort of wild looks, and this is my everyday palette. I just absolutely love it. So you can see that. And then we're just going to take that original colour, which is Chipper, and we're just going to run that under our lash line, to sort of smoke out our lash line. It's easier to do this as you go. And then I'm just going to take that shimmer and just put a little bit under there. As you can see. Is that looking blended? Okay. So next, whilst I've got the palette open, I actually use this for my brows as well, because the colour Chipper is actually a perfect colour for my brows. Sort of a warm chocolatey colour. So I'm just taking a little brow brush and dipping in. Always tap off excess. And I'm going to just look into this mirror on the side so you can see. And I just use sort of small little strokes just to fill in. I have such sparse brows. I think it was a fad in the 90s to overpluck your eyebrows and make them as thin as possible. I don't think it was classed as being feminine to have large eyebrows. How times have changed. So now my brows don't grow back. We actually have an amazing brow palette coming out, and mine is en route, so I cannot wait to show you that. So all I do is just run across my natural line and then just go a little bit above where they stop, sort of thing, and just fill in where I need to. Wow, they look dark on camera. I promise you, they don't look that dark in real life. Probably because I've got a big ring light on as well. So let's quickly do the other one. Hi Mary, are you there? Nice to see you. You've got out of control brows. I wish I had out of control brows, at least you can actually do something with them. Better than having nothing here. But yeah, as I said, this palette is actually on offer in my sale. If you want any more information, then just either comment or just leave me a private message. It's definitely one of my better purchases, I'll tell you that. I absolutely love this palette. I can see it hitting pan quite soon. Right. So they're about as even as I'm going to get them without spending all day on them. Yeah, they'll do. Right. So next, I'm going to use my Moonstruck Precision eyeliner. This is in the colour Proper, and it's actually brown. I thought it'd be nice just to sort of join in with this brown smoky eye. As you can see, it's sort of a crayon. Any of the lip pencils and lip crayons are in my flash sale as well. So I'm just going to use my palette for the mirror because it's closer. So all I'm going to do is do a very subtle sort of wing. I struggle doing wings. I've got hooded eyes. They can look amazing with your eyes closed, and you open your eyes and it's gone. And I'm just going to take a little bit just into our bottom lash line. Ooh, I'm covering my eyes up. And if you tight line, it just makes your eyelashes look bigger and a bit more fuller. If you use falsies, tight lining is sort of essential, but I sort of do it every day anyway because I've got quite short eyelashes. So I'm just going to do this side, if you can still see. And this is so creamy and so sort of buttery. The pigmentation is amazing. I get a lot of sort of crayons where they're scratchy and dry, and you have to really press down to get any sort of colour from it. But I'm pleased to say these don't. And I know I'm always singing Younique's praises, but I wouldn't recommend something if I didn't like it. And that's the truth. Because how could you ever trust me again if you tried something and it were rubbish? So yeah, I've just sort of done the outer corners there just to make my eyes look that little bit bigger. There we go. And then the Holy Grail. Obviously the 3D Fibre Lash Mascara, no look is complete without these. So, let's just unscrew these. So the first off, transplanting gel. And the key to this, I've sold a few of these now, and some people get back to me and say, oh, it's not as good as the pictures, or we don't get the same results. And the key to this is lots of thin layers, and do top and bottom of your lashes. it's better to do 10, you don't need 10, but it's better to do sort of 10 thin layers and build up than do one thick clumpy lash and it look horrendous. So we just wait for that to dry whilst we do the other one. It's best to wait sort of 20 seconds in between each layer. Make sure it sort of sets. That way you don't get as many fibres going onto your transplanting gel wand. You want to keep that as clean as possible. So you can just see the difference with just one thin coat. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, they did find it worked a lot better. I got so someone just asked if it worked better after doing the thin layers, and yes, it definitely works better. They actually sent me some photos of the difference, so I'm gonna have to. I'll have to put this on. So I'm just gonna do a quick second coat because I love a dramatic lash. You sort of just take the lash, the fibres from sort of the mid lash to ends. Try not to do it right down to your lash line because you don't want any any flyaway fibres to go in your eye. Not that it would irritate or anything, but it's obviously not going to be comfortable. It's just like getting an eyelash in your eye. And so these are 100% natural, hypoallergenic, paraben free. All of our makeup's sort of natural, gluten free, hypoallergenic, paraben free, which is what a lot of people are after these days. I'm just going to do a quick coat of the transplanting gel on my bottom lashes. Oh, caught my nose. I'm just going to seal in the fibres that I've just put on here. You tend to go transplanting gel, fibres, oh my god, transplanting gel, fibres, wait 20 seconds and then gel again, just to seal. And you do that as many times as you want to build up your required look. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, excuse me. There's cold going around our house today, so I'm a little bit bunged up. Right, what I'm going to do next is just take this colour here, and it's called Sincere, and it's sort of a really pale shimmery colour, and I'm just going to put that on my brow bone. As I said, multitasking palette, absolutely love it. Just highlight my brow bone. I haven't done any contouring because I haven't got the correct brushes with me for this look. They're all downstairs and my little baby's asleep, so I don't want to disturb. And I'm just gonna, I'm using the same brush for everything here. I'm just showing the versatility of products, that you don't need thousands of products to create a look. Don't know if you can see this. It's insane, this highlight. And then, oh, everybody's gone. Is it just Carly left? I'm just gonna take across my Cupid's bow and just a little bit on my nose. And then the next thing, I'm just going to do my lips. Now, before you apply any product, I would definitely recommend this Moodstruck lip exfoliator. It's absolutely brilliant. It's just like a little crayon. It's like a sugar scrub, and it's got a twist at the bottom, so you can. There's no need for sharpening or anything like that. So we're just going to rub this in And I mentioned this before, I get really dry lips and lipstick tends not to apply very well. I'm just going to rub that in. Put the lid back on. And just use your finger and really get in there. Take all of the dead skin off. Hi Leanne. Nice to see you, love. I'm just going to scrub all that in. And you can actually see the dead skin coming off, which is gross and cool at the same time. You can have just lick it off. I said it's 100% natural. It's just like a sugar scrub. And it just makes your lips look absolutely smooth as anything, as you can see. Now, I'm going to use the Splash liquid lipstick. I purchased this the other day in a colour that I wouldn't normally use. It's the colour Stoic, and it's sort of a rusty brown colour. It's absolutely beautiful. Hi Rebecca. And it's just like the normal wand, and it's sort of curved on one side. If you can, there you go. Obviously, it can get in the contour. You can either use it. You can use it either way. So what I tend to do is just wipe off all the excess, because less is more to begin with, and you obviously apply as much as you want. These dry down to a complete matte finish. Now I'm just going to look at the mirror above to put this on. It's quite a deep rust red brown colour. Does that make sense? It's absolutely gorgeous. Before I joined Younique, I always wore pale pinks and nude colours, and probably because I didn't like the formula of a lot of products. So it's hard to talk and do lips at the same time. And just look at that colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Now if you purchase the lip liners of the eyeliner, you can obviously use the lip liner first as your guide, and then just colour in with the lipstick. And we have pretty much a lip liner to match every lipstick or liquid lipstick in our collection. If not, there's always nude colours or pale colours that you can use. I have an uneven lip. My jaw tends to go to the side, so my lips always look uneven, so it's very difficult to get the right line. I think we're about there. So there you go. So all the products that are on flash sale at the moment. Take my hair out. So this is the finished look. So, as I said, we have the liquid foundation, which is on sale. The primer, which is on sale. Any of our 5 beautiful coloured palettes. The 3D liquid lipstick, the 3D Fibre Lash Mascara. Any of our Splash liquid lipsticks. Eyeliners or lip liners are on sale. And there's also a lip stain. I haven't showed you in this video because I've also used a liquid lipstick. But yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see any other videos like this, then comment below or private message me. I'm always happy to oblige. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye bye.